Hello everybody. Welcome to the fourth and last video in the SuiteCRM series about activities. In this video, we're going to look into meetings inside your SuiteCRM system. Okay, so let's go. You've probably seen it already. Inside your SuiteCRM on the dashboard right underneath the calls are your meetings. So that means meetings are very important as well. And you have those here as well, just like all other modules. They usually come with a list view and a detail view, so you can go into the meetings and work with the meetings just like with the other modules as well. But there are a couple of very special features around those meetings. One part of those activity modules inside your SuiteCRM, which we would like to explore now a little bit further. So depending on how you're working with your processes, maybe you're working with the opportunities, and then you see, okay, I've got some opportunities which have some work to do. And now you can see here already, there was some details about the installation. And then you remember, okay, I had a phone call with Allison, and this phone call, check out my video on the phone calls for this one, yielded the information that everything is good to go, and we can start with the planning of the installation. So that's what we are going to do now. And how to do this, you need to be on their site or whatever, and therefore you need to maybe invite somebody, a technician from your company, and need to visit them. So in order to do this, let's give it a try and create or schedule a meeting. So here I go to the activity subpanel again, click on meeting, and then I would say installation planning. And the status here is planned, yes, because we're currently just scheduling it for maybe next week or so. The start date, I deliberately keep it now as it is. I'll tell you later on why. And then we can move to the next field. So that's a flex relate field again. So here, instead of a contact, you can plan a meeting with an account, with a task, with a lead as well. But most likely it makes sense or more sense with a person. Since we just created this, or we are creating this meeting via the sub panel inside the Allison record, and therefore Allison's data record has been pre-selected for me. And the end date, maybe I need 30 minutes, so you will see it jumps automatically depending on the duration that you pick here. Location, maybe let's say Factory 3. That's where you're going to meet. Usually this information, you would store it inside the accounts and not here. Maybe this is more like a note, an internal reminder, like where you have to meet. And it is just a little bit helpful. But if you want to do reports and stuff about locations and so on, then go off the accounts, not from the meetings here. So what else can we do now? I want to add a reminder, and I want to have a pop-up inside my CRM system. And that's the reason why I have the start date, why I did not change the start date. So it's very close to the current date now. And therefore the pop-up will appear right away after we created this record here. Additionally, I want to create a couple of other reminders, which would be an email. And the email should just be, let's assume we schedule this meeting for next week, and then maybe 2 hours prior, I would like to send out an email to all participants. And since it's very expensive to go out with a technician from our company, I want to have like 1 day prior to the meeting an additional reminder. And then it would be possible to be a little bit bolder on the reminders just in case. So this one is assigned to me because I'm creating it currently, of course. And then the scheduling. So here you can see a calendar view. And what I want to do is I want to add Chris. So I'm searching in my CRM system over the person records, which is here my users. You can see it from like the 2 people icon here, and then the 1 person icon is a contact, and this one here is a lead. So therefore I'm going to add Chris. Should Chris have anything scheduled during this time now, it would show up as blue, as a blue color here. So then we would need to consider rescheduling everything. In case a person, let's say Allison says like, but from our company we need to have somebody else as well participating, and this would be blah blah blah, and then it would be possible to create this as an invitee as well. So I add the person that Allison tells me has to participate as well with first name, last name, email, however, and then create an ad, and it will be automatically listed here as well. So therefore I would be able to inform or like have this person as well, but it would not be possible to see this person's calendar because the person doesn't use the records here. And now I'm doing something special. Instead of clicking on save, I click send, save and send invites. And now a couple of things happen in the background, so don't click 2 times. It's just a little bit risky, so it takes some time. So first of all, this record has to be created. Then it has to send out the email accordingly. Additionally, it has to create the notification that you see now popping up here. And therefore, there are a couple of things that just need to be created while doing this meeting with the additional information and details and so on. But overall, we will be redirected back to our record, to our contact record. You will see the installation planning here as well, yet as another color, so to make it very visible and obvious that there have been several activities going on with this person. Additionally, you can see it now here. So if you click on the installation planning on the meeting itself, you will be able to see this one here as well. So accepted status is currently none. She did not accept it. And what to do about this, or how does this work? Easy. We have an email address at Allison's data record. So and then let's go into the email address and see what emails have been sent out now. So there have been 3 emails, as you can see, new here. So you would usually start reading from the oldest first, but just as an example, I want to show you here, there's a meeting reminder because we have planned 2 reminders. The first one was like 1 day prior, and the second one was a couple of hours prior. So this will be those emails which will be sent out by that time. But since we have like a very the start date of the meeting was selected like right now, and therefore everything has been sent at once. And I've received this initial invitation. And this initial invitation has like all the important information here listed, very nice. And now let's say Allison has received the email, but she is not completely certain because she has an overlapping meeting, and therefore she would say, I tentatively accept this meeting. So and then she would click this link, a page would open, which is part of the SuiteCRM, of your SuiteCRM installation. You can change the template or the design here, but it's a little bit difficult, or like you have to go into the development for changing this template, so it's not easy front-end UI admin area. So and then I would say it's tentative, and then we can check out whether the status here inside the meeting itself has changed. And indeed, there is a tentative acceptation of this meeting. So very nice. It is possible to communicate just by click and streamline the whole process. What happens now if Allison would be able to relocate her other meeting and is able to make time for the meeting that we scheduled here? Then she would click on accept this meeting. She would once again see this like not that nicely designed page, but actually the status here accepted is correctly reflecting what she has chosen to click. And if I refresh my meeting page here as well, then I see now it's accepted. So now you could do, you see how structured those information is. You could now do a couple of things, like maybe if she did not accept within 1 day prior, and then it would be possible to automatically create a phone call for yourself so that you can follow up and make sure that she is actually available for the meeting, and you don't go out with a technician of your company and then nobody is there to actually hold this meeting or check that the installation planning would be working out. And once this meeting has been held, then I can switch the status again to held, and I can see it as well in the activity panels of Allison. See, before it was inside the activities, now the meeting has been held, and we have successfully moved this to the history. Now you have documented it nicely, and everything becomes clear if somebody should be looking into the data here, that there was a meeting and what else went on here with emails and with tasks and with calls and everything. So these are the activities in your SuiteCRM system. I recommend make full use of it, because if you have everything in one system, it just becomes clear and easy and obvious, because all the data is just together. It's structured as the system or your setup of configuration of the system sees fit, and then you can just build up a very nice data structure here, and everything is clean and organized and obvious. Thank you very much for watching. That's all for this video. See you next time. Bye.